How's it going? I'm back. We're going to learn or talk about Princess Angeline of Seattle. And if y'all don't know who she is, we're about to find out. So let's jump into it, shall we? Princess Angeline, who was actually born Kiki-Sablu, Seattle, was born in 1811. She was Chief Seattle's daughter, or Sealth's, the oldest daughter. She defiantly chose to live down in a shack just below Pike Place. It was a 10 by 10 shack, so it wasn't very big. And it was on the waterfront on Western Ave, just across the street from Pike Place. To those of us who know Seattle, that's a pretty common area. But it was defiant. It was against her father's wishes, which gives me a Little Mermaid vibe. Just saying. So she would do carvings and weave baskets for the ye old curiosity shop. I don't know if they have any left, but if you're down in that area, give it a try. See what they say. Maybe learn some more. But it's just off the pier. She was named Princess due to her father's status because, he was Chief Seattle. And she was given the name Angeline by Catherine Bashir's Maynard, who was the second wife of Seattle pioneer Doc Maynard. She was married to, I'm going to butcher this, but forgive me for those of you who will probably be like, hey, what's going on? She was married to someone named Dokub Cud, who died just before the arrival of American Euro-American settlers. I'm so sorry. And so she died May 31st, 1896 at the age of 76. So she lived a while. And back then I'm sure that was a huge thing because I believe that mortality wasn't the mortality rate wasn't that great back then. Sorry to say. Some say she refused to leave even after her physical death. With the forced removal of her people, her tribe, to reservations, she was spiritually bound to her homeland. And she would stay there, treaty or not. So let's get down to what you're waiting on. I just wanted to give you her backstory. You're waiting to hear about the paranormal side of this, right? So if you were to visit Seattle, people say that you would see her frail figure walking the streets. People have reported seeing her as a real person until she suddenly disappeared, just out of nowhere. Poof, bye-bye. She's said to move very slowly, as if her feet barely touch the ground. They say that sometimes you'll see her out of the corner of your eye and she'll be changing colors. She'll go from white to a lavender, a blue, a pink, She's apparently a disco ball. Or disco light, whatever you want to go with. She's also been spotted with the spirit of a young Indian boy. She's often seen near a rough wooden column in the center of the lower levels of Pike Place Market. They've reported that the column is seemingly surrounded by cold air, no matter what time of year it is. So it could be the hottest day of the year and you'll walk by this and you'll be like, oh, nice little cool breeze. She's been seen near the old Goodwill store down there. And there have been several exorcism attempts on her, which, come on guys, she's not from what I've, all the research I've done, she doesn't seem to be malevolent. There we go. There's the words I was trying to think of. She's not seen to be malevolent. She's just there. Come on. You don't need to do an exorcism on someone who's just there. They don't say that whether or not she's an intelligent spirit, not that she's dumb, but that she's not one who, from what I've seen, she doesn't really, I can't think of the words. I'm so sorry. But yeah, there have been several exorcism attempts made by a Native American shaman, which makes sense. But she does continue to roam the market. And so, that's a thing. To me, I feel like you should just leave her alone. Just let her go. she's not hurting anyone. I mean, the most common place to find her is on the stairs, just up from Western Avenue, which makes sense because that's where her home was. That's where she spent the majority of the rest of her days, you know? She's close, like I said, she's where her home was. So, yeah, if people catch her in the corner of their eye, they go looking for her. Honestly, I just leave her alone. She's not hurting you. But, you know, she ends up, suddenly they'll go looking for her. They'll end up on the steps and poof, nobody's there. People have also said that she kind of smells unpleasant and pungent when they encounter her, and that she's very slow and deliberate. So she I think maybe she knows that she's there, but she's not hurting anyone. I say this a lot, and I'm sorry that it sounds so ridiculous, but I mean, she's not hurting anyone. Not all ghosts are bad. Not all demons are bad. Well, I rephrase that. Some are. Most are. All are. Sorry. My opinion, not yours. You don't like it, whatever. Opinions are like butts. Everybody's got one. Nobody wants to hear from it. Anyway, so yeah, you know, if you're in Seattle and you've never been to Pike Place, you know, there's something fun there to not so much investigate, but find out. And honestly, Seattle is full of paranormal things. So if you'd like to hear more about, you know, the paranormal side of Seattle, let me know in the comments below. And, you know, if not, and you want to hear about something else, again, just leave a suggestion. Why not? Yeah, I'm sorry it was such a long time, and I realize now that this video is running long. I've been dealing with some stuff, so I'm sorry. My oldest daughter just started first grade, which is so crazy, and I've just been dealing with a lot. I'm gonna be point blank with you. So it was a bit, but I'm trying to learn, and I'm trying to get on the right path. So here we go. I will try and not make it as long for the next video as it was for this one. For a sneaky peek, I'm thinking of doing some research on Lizzie Borden, because I don't think it was all her, but that's just me. I think maybe there's something behind it, and there's some shows I've been watching that think the same thing. I've also thought the same thing about the Dahlia murders, so I kind of want to do some research on that if you're interested. Skinwalkers, they are cryptid, and I think it would be an amazing thing to look into for you guys and share. The Winchester Mansion, I don't know if you know about that one, but it's gonna be fun. I also have always, I mean, dolls are creepy. Don't get me wrong. I'm a mom of 2 girls, and I think the dolls that we have nowadays for them is so much creepier than Raggedy Ann, which was my favorite doll as a kid, or the Cabbage Patch Kids. But I kind of want to dig into Annabelle, and the real Annabelle, not James Wan's. No offense. He's fucking amazing. So sorry. Trying to be kid friendly, but sometimes emotions get away. I also want to talk about Billy the Haunted Demon Doll, because he's cute, he's adorable, boy is he haunted. And also the real Exorcist, because it's Halloween coming up, which is my favorite holiday of the year. But also, I mean, that's kind of a tradition for me and my dad. We'll sit down and watch The Exorcist on Halloween with the lights out. It's a thing. It's creepy. It's fun. Let me know if you're interested. Again, if you have any suggestions for things to look into, I am more than willing. I am a huge research fan. I don't know why, especially when it comes to things that I'm passionate about. So like and subscribe if you enjoy. And again, if you enjoyed, have some fun with it. Give me some suggestions. I would love to hear your suggestions and your side of the world. I'd even be interested in sharing your own paranormal experiences with the world, because that could also be something we could do together. So yeah, I guess that's it. And it's already been super long, so I'm gonna cut out of here. Have some fun, chill your bones. Bye, guys.